The Proud Peacock and the Hidden Orchard. The Peacock of Rainwood. In the vibrant forest of Rainwood, where sunbeams danced upon dew-kissed leaves and every creature hummed its own unique tune, there lived a peacock named Pavo. With feathers that shimmered in every color of the rainbow and a proud gait that turned heads wherever he went, Pavo was renowned for his striking beauty. Every morning, he would unfurl his magnificent tail and strut through the forest, confident that none could compare to his dazzling display. Yet, beneath the brilliant plumage and confident air, Pavo's heart was filled with pride, a pride that made him overlook the simple kindness of those around him. He would often boast about his beauty to anyone who would listen, sometimes forgetting that every creature had its own special gifts. The rumor of a hidden orchard. One warm afternoon, as Pavo preened by a tranquil pond, he overheard a gentle conversation between a wise old parrot named Pepe and a curious squirrel. Pepe spoke in hushed tones of a secret place far beyond the familiar paths of Rainwood, a hidden orchard said to be enchanted. This orchard, according to the legend, was tended by nature's own magic and bore fruits that held not only wondrous flavors but the power to reveal the true worth of one's heart. Intrigued by the possibility of discovering a treasure greater than his shimmering feathers, Pavo's heart stirred with ambition. Imagine, he thought, if I could bring back a marvel from that orchard and share it with everyone. Surely then my beauty would be even more admired. And so, with a sparkle in his eye, he resolved to embark on a journey in search of the hidden orchard. The journey begins. At the break of dawn the next day, Pavo spread his wings wide and took flight over Rainwood. As he soared above ancient trees and winding streams, he marveled at the world below, a world full of life and wonder that he had seldom noticed while preoccupied with his own reflection. Along his path, he encountered a gentle deer named Dara grazing in a sunlit glade. Dara's kind eyes and soft voice invited Pavo to pause. "Where are you headed, dear friend?" she inquired. "With great purpose," Pavo replied proudly. "I am off to find the hidden orchard. I have heard that its magical fruits can make even the most splendid creature shine brighter." Dara smiled warmly and said, "May your journey be filled with lessons beyond beauty. Sometimes the most wondrous treasures are not what they seem." Though Pavo did not fully understand her words, he continued on with determination, leaving behind the familiar comforts of Rainwood. Trials on the path. The journey was long and winding. Pavo flew over towering mountains and deep, mysterious valleys. At one point, he reached a wide, fast-flowing river that cut through the land like a ribbon of silver. The water roared and rushed, and even the bold Pavo hesitated at its banks. There he met Tora, a wise old tortoise who was slowly making his way along the river's edge. Tora offered a solution. "Gather fallen branches and broad leaves, and we shall build a simple raft. With patience and cooperation, we can cross these turbulent waters." Pavo, accustomed to doing things his own way, felt a twinge of reluctance. However, seeing Tora's steady resolve and remembering Dara's gentle words, he decided to set aside his pride. Together with Tora, and later joined by a nimble squirrel named Suri, the animals constructed a makeshift raft. Through teamwork and shared effort, they crossed the river safely. In that moment, Pavo discovered that true strength sometimes lies in accepting help and working together. As the path grew steeper at the foot of the misty mountains, the air turned cool and crisp. Rocky ledges and swirling mists tested their resolve. Pavo had to navigate narrow crevices and overcome moments of fear he had never known before. With each careful step, however, he began to realize that the journey itself was teaching him lessons that no boastful display could ever reveal. The hidden orchard revealed. After days of travel, the companions finally reached the outskirts of a secluded valley nestled between gentle hills. In the heart of this valley lay the hidden orchard, a place of serene beauty and quiet magic. Luminous trees stood in neat rows, their branches laden with fruits that glowed softly in the dappled sunlight. The air was filled with a sweet, subtle fragrance that calmed the spirit and warmed the heart. At the orchard's entrance, a serene stag named Seren awaited them. His eyes, deep with wisdom, seemed to see right into the hearts of those who approached. "Welcome, travelers," Saren said in a voice that resonated like a gentle melody. "You have journeyed far not only in distance but in spirit. Here, the orchard offers more than fruit. It offers insight and the gift of true transformation." Pavo stepped forward, his chest puffed out as he beheld the orchard's splendor. He plucked a single radiant fruit from a low-hanging branch. Its skin shimmered with iridescent hues, and as he bit into its juicy flesh, a wave of unexpected warmth and clarity flooded his being. In that quiet, transformative moment, Pavo saw flashes of all he had overlooked: gentleness in the smile of a friend, the quiet strength of those who had aided him, and the simple beauty of nature that had always surrounded him. Lessons learned. As Pavo savored the fruit, Saren spoke softly. "You see, proud one, beauty is not measured by the brilliance of your feathers alone, but by the kindness in your heart and the humility with which you share your gifts. True splendor shines from within, nurtured by compassion and cooperation." Over the next several hours, as the golden sun dipped toward the horizon, Pavo walked slowly among the orchard's trees. He listened to the murmurs of the wind through the leaves and observed the quiet interplay between light and shadow. Gradually, the pride that had once defined him began to melt away, replaced by a gentle understanding of the world's true treasures. Pavo realized that while he had always taken pride in his appearance, he had missed the deeper beauty of friendship, teamwork, and humility. The orchard had not only bestowed upon him a taste of its enchanted fruit, but had also opened his eyes to the value of inner grace and shared experiences. The return home. With a heart transformed by his newfound wisdom, Pavo prepared to return to Rainwood. He gathered with his companions, Tora, Suri, Dara, and even Saren, who chose to guide him part of the way back. The journey home was no longer a race for glory but a gentle, reflective stroll filled with quiet conversations and mutual admiration. In his travels back, Pavo made sure to pause often, sharing kind words and offering assistance where it was needed. He helped a fallen fawn find its way back to its mother, comforted a nervous field mouse, and even shared stories of the hidden orchard with other travelers along the path. Each act of kindness deepened the glow of his spirit, a light that now radiated far more brilliantly than the mere shimmer of his feathers. A changed heart. When Pavo finally returned to Rainwood, the forest seemed to greet him with a soft, welcoming embrace. The creatures of the forest gathered around the familiar pond where Pavo had once proudly displayed his feathers. This time, however, he greeted them with warmth and humility. He told them of the enchanted orchard, the wise Saren, and the lessons learned on a journey that had begun with pride and ended with a gentle heart. No longer did Pavo strut solely for the sake of admiration. Instead, he moved with quiet dignity and compassion. His tales inspired others to seek the beauty that lay in kindness and cooperation, and soon the forest was filled with a newfound spirit of unity. The once proud Peacock had discovered that his true splendor was not in his outward appearance alone but in the way he connected with others, shared his strengths, and nurtured the bonds of friendship. Moral of the story: true beauty is not found in pride or the dazzling display of outer splendor, but in the humility, kindness, and generosity we show to others. By opening our hearts and embracing the lessons of nature, we discover that the most precious treasures in life are the bonds we forge and the compassion we share.